feeling that extra pizzazz and drama, but only in my makeup. So today I'm going to be using a metallic eyeliner in that negative space. Let's go ahead and prime the lids. I'm using the Milani concealer in 135. I think I'm going to do something more dramatic today, so I'm going to be using some sticky tape in the corners of my eyes to get those dramatic straight edges. I'm going to first dip into my favorite shade in the palette, Livin' My Best. And I'm using this kind of like a flat, firm brush from Milani, and I'm going to use the shade in my crease. So I'm almost defining my entire crease with the shade. The pigment payoff is insane. However, I'm seeing it in the palette, it's the same shade when it gets on my skin. Next, I'm going to diffuse and soften this using Heart On, and the brush that I'm using is a ColourPop E21. I'm going to dip into Livin' My Best one more time to deepen up the crease. And as you can see, there's barely any fallout. There was just a tad bit of kickback in the palette itself, but that doesn't bother me because I've seen with extremely pigmented eyeshadows, there's going to be a little bit of kickback. I'm going to deepen the colors at the crease further by using the black eyeshadow called Temptress. And I'm using a tiny ColourPop flat shader brush to almost like cut my crease with the black eyeshadow and then blend it out with the transition shades. And this black eyeshadow also has those specks of glitter or sparkle in it, just letting you know, but it's only in the palette. When you apply it, it's matte. Although there isn't much fallout, I like to clean up my lid space before I paint it with any concealer or any primer. So first I'm going to mark the area where I want to cut the crease. I'm just using a flat concealer brush, and then I'm going to use the micellar cleansing water. I'm just going to take it with a Q-tip and clean up the lid space. This is an optional step, you don't have to do it, but I like my cut crease to be crisp. And then using the Milani concealer again, I'm going to paint my entire lid. In the inner part of the lid, I'm going to first start with Heart On, probably in the inner third, and the brush that I'm using is the ColourPop flat shader brush. It's a very tiny brush, and I'm going to probably do a double cut crease with negative space. So I'm going to leave a small space between the cut crease line itself and where I apply the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using Livin' My Best in the center of the lid, and the brush that I'm using is a flat shader brush from Folklore. I'm almost trying to create that ombre, the lighter shades in the inner corner, and as it moves to the outer corner, it becomes deeper. I'm also making sure that I soften the edges and blend them out to get that seamless flow of colors. And in the very outer corner, I'm going to be using Temptress, which is the black eyeshadow. I'm going to be applying it with this flat definer brush from ColourPop. I'm basically using the sticky tape as a stencil. I'm going to draw out a line like I'm drawing out a wing, and then I go parallel to the cut crease line. And then I'm going to start shading it towards the inner part of the lid. I'll keep it contained to the outer third, but I will blend it out with the red eyeshadow. I'm going to first use Livin' My Best throughout my lower lash line. I'm just stamping it with the same Milani firm flat shader brush. I'm going to be using the Maybelline gel liner as my eyeliner. Today I'm going to first use it in my waterline. I'm going to use a tad bit of black eyeshadow in the outer third of my lower lash line to connect it with my top lash line. And then using the Maybelline gel liner, I'm going to line my top lash line as well. I'm not pulling out a wing or anything. This is already a cat eye. I don't need any more wings on it. I could have left that negative space as is. It looks pretty cool, but I'm feeling that extra pizzazz and drama, but only in my makeup. So today I'm going to be using a metallic eyeliner in that negative space. This is Gold Rush by ColourPop. For lashes, I'm going to be using the Tati Lashes in TL3, but before that, let's go ahead and curl it and apply a coat of mascara. For mascara, I'm going to be using Bad Girl Bang from Benefit Cosmetics. And to finish up, I'm going to be using Bougie to highlight my brow bones as well as inner corners. So I decided to go with the red lip. This is Milan from Ofra Cosmetics. And here is the completed look. I am just living for this. Absolutely love the palette. It's a big yes from my side. The formula, perfect. Pigment payoff, perfect. Performance, perfect. You can't go wrong with this. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon with